Good morning, everybody, and once again, welcome back in today's class. Today, we are on the day number 28, and this is going to be almost the last working day for this batch. Today, we are going to be discuss a very interesting topic, but I can say advanced topic, but on the basics side only, not in the deep dive. We are not able to do the deep dive in this topic. Okay. So this topic is mainly we called as the integration. When we say integration, integration means when we integrate a tool with ServiceNow. Yeah. Means if we create any record here, it should get created here. And when we create any record here, it should get created here. That is called the integration. And this line which you're able to see, the connection, this is called API. API for the fancy or the latest word, SPOCs. Okay. So API is something which will help you to move your information, to send information from one instance to the other instance, from other to this instance. So like in the hotels, when you go in the restaurant, okay, you order something. Neither that order will be prepared by waiter, neither that order will be prepared by the hotel manager. This will be prepared by the chef. And waiter is the one who bring the food, who take the order, submit the order to the chef, get it done, bring the order, serve to the customer. So this is customer, this is kitchen. Between these two, waiter is there who is moving here and there and getting the work done. So now if you want to be, because integration is a key in ServiceNow world now, we are able to integrate ServiceNow with any tool. And when we say any tool means we call this as a third party tool. You can take example, you can integrate ServiceNow with the MS team. You can integrate ServiceNow with the CloudWatch. You can integrate ServiceNow with the WhatsApp. You can integrate ServiceNow with the BMC Remedy, XYZ tool, AD, LDAP, Azure. Anything you want to do, you can do the integration. The only thing which is important is this. If API does not exist, then you have to build it. I open a new restaurant and I don't have much budget. So I have to play a role of the waiter as well. And I have to play the role of a chef as well. When we talk about the SPOCs, SPOCs are the ready-made APIs, ready-made code, which you bring, put it, and done. So SPOCs is like your headphones, which is wired one, which you bring, put it in the 3mm jack, sound coming. You take it out, sound out. But the Bluetooth headsets are something where you need to build the connection. This is what is API. So whenever we talk about the integration, few things are important to understand. Number one, we need an endpoint. I want to send a letter to Venkat. What I need on the primary basis? What I need on the primary basis? I need Venkat address. That is called endpoint. This is called actually endpoint URL. So only then the letter will be go out, right? Otherwise, if you did not mention the address, where it will go? Nowhere. It needs authentication. If you remember when we're doing the import set update set movement, we have a authentication. In the same manner, we have to do the authentication that, okay, you're going there, just open with this username and password, it will work. Good. We need table mapping. Which table this record is getting stored? And which table the data should be coming? So table to table level mapping. I put in second table as well, so that we can do the source and target table mapping. Then field to field level mapping. Which field of ServiceNow table X will be mapped with the which field ServiceNow table Y? So like, let's say Venkat says, sir, Atul, come to my place. I ask my kid, hey, let's go to the Venkat house. So my kid will ask, do they have kids as well? I said yes. They're almost at your age. What I'm doing? I'm doing field to field mapping of the age now. Table is kids, but their attributes is age is like mapping, field level mapping. And the last, which is important, is called value to value level mapping. Is it boy or girl? It's a boy. Oh, I'm also boy. So we are the friends now. This is field value level mapping. What are your hobbies? My hobbies are playing cricket, chess. Oh, my hobby is also playing cricket, chess. So hobby is field, value is chess and cricket. Because the reason can be in the third party tool, the field value can be different. I give the example. If you go in the ServiceNow and you open the incident record and you open the state, we have 5 values: new, progress, resolved, closed or cancelled. But if you go to the BMC remedy, incident have more values. It says draft and resolved, close and cancel. Now from the service, now you are sending the in progress, but in remedy it should store as a assigned. This is called field level mapping. Sorry, value level mapping. This is called value level mapping. Now what we are going to be do? We are going to do only one way integration. So integration can be multiple types: unidirectional and bidirectional. Uni means only one side. One tool is sending, second is receiving, that's all. Bidirectional, both. Both are sending and both are receiving. So whenever you go and talk to your customer, you have to be asked these questions. how frequently you need this API to be hit. Every record updated or in the late in the evening, or might be once in a day, twice in a day, how you want it. Okay. So what we are going to be doing now, we are going to be, I'm going to be show that how this API work actually. So I have two instances, my instance and Savita instance. First, we'll discuss about this thing, that how this API look like. Go to REST API, this one, REST API Explorer. Okay. Now you can see ServiceNow is giving me a lot of APIs here. Every what I can say module has its API. So looking for the change, it's there. Looking for the incident, it is there. Incident ka. Might be have to be changed from the above. This one. So we have the APIs for everything. And also, if you want to know about the more about the API, go to developer side and go to references, go to REST APIs. CDM change set API, change management API. Not sure. Okay. So what we're going to do, let me come back here, REST API Explorer here. And API has a methods. If you want to create a record in other table, you have to be use the post method. यहाँ से data वहां भेजना है. It's a post method. When you want to get the data from the other records, other instance, use the get method. To delete a record, use the delete method. To update the record, you can use to put method. It is very high level as of now for you guys, but either you do any kind of integration service now, any kind of one with ServiceNow, the fundamental will remain same. So this is the place which is giving to us that how to create a API. So now you can see here I am using post method. It's a static one. It's not dynamic as of now. It's all static. So I will go. I'll put the table name. I want to create a record in the incident table. Okay. Give me a minute. Let me on the charging. Because we are testing it, so I want to send a letter to Venkat, but I am not sure that will it be delivered or not. So what I do, I'm writing a letter, putting my own address only in the to and put in the letter box, just to make sure that yes, the post system is working or not here. Okay, so I'm just putting this thing only. And this is the format of sending the request. So there are different parameters, display value, exclude reference linking, fields, what you want to pass it. with this one. Okay, so we're not going to do any kind of a testing here. We will do the actual testing in the message part, REST message. And what type of format you want to be sent. If we are using the API are the two types, REST and SOAP. Technically, they are different. If you're sending a REST request, it should be in the application JSON format. We always send in the JSON format. When you want to receive a response, it should be in the JSON only. Now, I want to be tested. Add a field. Short description. LNG. Okay. And now send. Okay. I am getting a response of 201. Means the format of my API is look good. 201 means this API structure is good to go now. It's fine. So if I want to be add other field, description. Send. Okay. So now if you say when I'm sending it, it is going to hit the same address where I am at point of time. It means when I actually create the API, I have to be replace this link with the new URL only. And these two information is going LNG and LNG partial description, short description is going to be passed, and I'm getting the 201 status code, which is called yes, the structure of my API is fine, and this is what the body says. Now Savita has a question, Atulya, but where this incident is get created? This incident get created in the my instance only. So if I want to show you, यहीं पे इंसिडेंट बना है, ये नंबर right, means I am testing that if I post a letter to my own address, will I get the letter back? And this thing says yes, you will get the letter back. So we just passed the two information. We just passed short description and description, but in the return we are getting everything. See, all the incident fields are there. It means this is the API structure which I can use it. Now, how I can build this connection with Savita's PDI means if I create an incident in my PDI, I want that should get created in Savita PDI. That is the actual output we are looking for. So now what I will do, I'll go back here and open the REST message. Here. And click on the new. LNG Pathshala. What is endpoint URL? Simple. Go back here and copy this. This one. Copy here and change this address. 186.174. By now, actual PD, actual other PDI. Okay, this is what the endpoint URL. So if I want to be integrated with the WhatsApp, with the Teams, with the Slack, I should know that what is the endpoint URL. If I enter, where it should go. So including the table name, I am giving it. Okay, ठीक है. Now authentication. ये part हो गया. We are on this part now. Authentication. So ServiceNow says we have a multiple type of authentications. No authentication, basic, and auth 2. When we go for the practical integrations in our client instances, we always use auth 2. But as it is a PDI, so we are using the basic. Under this, we have to create a profile. So click on this and click on new. And I will put 1816174. Savita PDI. Username, I am putting the admin one, which is she created for me. So this is the same like we did for the retrieve update sets. And submit. Authentication done? Yes, done. Click on save. It means I am giving a power to my ServiceNow instance that go to this particular URL with this username, password, and create a record. Now I want to send something from my instance to their instance. So I have to be change the method. So I'll put new. Get is something to get it from there. So I'll put 186.174 post method and change it to the post. What is endpoint URL? Copy it. Authentication, I said no. Hide the authentication from the parent itself. Parent क्या है अभी? जो भी हमने पहले, what we have done just now, that is a parent one. And now click on the HTTP request. What I want to send it. Before that, click on the save. This one. Now, it is a static part. So what we have said, we said I want to pass the short description. And I want to pass the description. Here I have to give the things actually. How to do? We have to give the parameters here. Okay. So here I will put the parameters. That I want to pass the short description. Important part is that short, we should know that what is the right format of the record. So if I go dev incident. Okay, I want to pass the short description. तो backend name लेना है हमें. Copy. What value? LNG test. But how the system will know that I have to pass this value in a good format? So we have to be generate the variables. अरे कहाँ गया? I'm doing something wrong or what? Authentication messages variables क्यों नहीं आए यहाँ पे? Let me see. हाँ बन तो गया है. LNG पाठशाला, it's this. Wait, we are doing something wrong, I guess. Short description. It should generate a format here. Let me share one important link. ServiceNow to ServiceNow integration REST API community. So this is one of the link which I always follow in my all batches, and this will give you the exact that how you can integrate ServiceNow to ServiceNow. Not this one. Yera. Yes. This Akash one. I always refer this one. So we have done everything till now. We have done here. So now we are here. Yes, sorry. This is what we are missing. Sorry. Not this thing. This is not required for us. So let me save it. We have to be write the content that what attribute I need to be passed in my API. So I am saying I want to send a letter to Venkat, but what that letter body will contain, this is what we have to mention here. And for that, we have to follow a syntax like this. ये इसका syntax होता है. I'll tell you that what this means specifically. This is for the source field name, ये वाला, and this is the target. So we should put both as the same because we are doing ServiceNow to ServiceNow integration. It means the field names are same in both instances. But might be, let's say if you are doing integration of ServiceNow and the BMC remedy. In ServiceNow it is a state, but in remedy it can be status. Then you have to make sure that you use the right source and the right target fields. This letter is for Venkat. In Venkat house, there are the 5 people are living. But on the top, what I say, to Venkat, to the head of the family, to the first woman of the family. So this is what we have to mention, that what is source and what is target, in which field it should go. So this is what we are doing. Table ho gaya, field level mapping we are doing now. So we can pass multiple parameters, short description, priority. So these things you will learn when you go more in deep of this. And now what it says, once you've done this part, then click on the preview script usage. क्योंकि इसका आगे use होगा. We are going to be use this. This thing. Oh, sorry, save नहीं किया ना. Let me save this. Okay, and auto-generated variables. Now you see variables are getting generated here. And now if you click on the preview script usage, You can see your parameter is passed here. It is showing blank क्योंकि अभी हमने value we did not pass any value. Let's do a test now. Click on this and pass the value. Hello from LNG. Save. Update. And now click on the test. What is the status? 201. It means the API is working fine and it is going into the Savita's instance. Let's open Savita's instance here. Go to incident. Open. What you're passing short description. So let's search. See. Record get generated. It means our API is working as expected. If we send something from here, it is going in Savita's PDI and creating a record for the same. Doubt, question, clarification till this point. Good. Now the question comes. Venkat says, Atul, this is a static one, but we need on the runtime. 100% we need on the runtime. I want as soon as I go and create an incident in my PDI. So like this. This is my PDI. If I create something in my PDI and click on the save, then this record must get created in with us PDI. बना देखें चेक करें नहीं है. Why? Because we did not set a logic on the runtime which can help us to execute this API. So for this, what we have to do? We will write a business rule. And click on the new. Now Neha has a confusion. Atul, business rule, it means scripting. Scripting, so we don't know much. Don't worry, we have a idea for the same. So I'm putting 186.174. Which table? Incident table. Advance. After insert. Action नहीं, advance. Come back to API. जो मैं टेस्ट किया था. And click on the preview script usage. Control. Copy. Go to your this one and paste. What we are doing now, I'll show you this thing. So if you see this particular code, this particular code says that when a record get inserted in my PDI, it will call a REST API. जिसका नाम क्या है? LNG पाठशाला, and the method it is calling this one. It is passing only one value, that is short description. But I told you that what is important in the business rule is current dot. This is important in the business rule. Current means on which record currently I am working. Or remove this. Sorry, ये रहेगा इसमें से. To be just verify, same thing it's showing. Go to business rule and replace. Sorry, current dot short description. We did wrong. So it will be like this only. Just mention short underscore CRIPTI description. ऐसे कर दो. Means what you are doing? Let me do one thing. Copy it again. Go back. अपने ही है तो इसमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. And remove this code जो हमने कॉपी किया था पहले. And add new code. Now instead of this value, I want ये value pass नहीं होनी चाहिए. इसकी जगह the current value which I'm going to put, that should be pass. So current dot this thing. This also done the same thing. See, and remove the quotes. ठीक, and save. सिर्फ अभी एक पैरामीटर पास कर रहे हैं. If you have more parameters, you can pass more. But what you have to be take care that you cannot put more parameters here if that is not defined in the API. जब तक यहाँ define नहीं होंगे, business rule will not use that one. So now I'm going to be create a new record in my PDI. On the runtime. This is second incident from LNG. LNG is and save. Because it is a business rule, so it will run automatically. Now, if you go back and open Savita's PDI, what is the short description we put? It is easy for us to be searched. This is second. See, record get created on the runtime now. But if you see, no other information is there. We have the caller here. Yes. We have the group here. Yes. We have the description here. Yes, but nothing is there. Why? Because in our API, we did not pass any other variable. So it will not take it. So you once when you're doing the this integration, make sure you write all the variables name here which you want to pass it. So this is what is the one. So यहाँ से शुरू हुआ, main is this. See, if you part like this, and I'm putting description now. Let's see, is it work for us or not? This is is what the benefit, because both have the same instances. PDI है ना दोनों, service now है तो problem नहीं है. I know the field name will be same. Now let me auto generate variables. Yes, I want to be substituted. Yes. So now I'll put description one more time to test and with new variable, and let's test it. We're getting error 400. This means that the variables which were passing is not correct. The syntax is wrong. And that is when it is getting 400 error. Error code 400. Message exception while reading request detail. The payload is not valid. JSON is status failure. मतलब the variable which we just pass, ये वाला जो है, due to this there is some problem happen. Either syntax is wrong, might be other things. So let me put semicolon and try. Let's auto generate. Okay, let's give these two value because we just want to test it कि API काम कर रहा है कि नहीं कर रहा. Still 400 error. Means still our syntax is wrong here. यहाँ पर. Or do I need to be use comma? I have no idea. I'm just guessing it. Click save. Auto generate. Okay. Test. Now it is working fine. 201. So if you see with this short description is this. Now go back to Savita's PDI. Open and search for this. And now you can see short description, and if you add the description as well. Both has been passed. And now if you want, go back, preview script and copy this line. Go back to this, add this, and dot description, which means that if you want to put multiple parameters from your PDI to the PDI, you have to be write this thing for every field. Fundamental of integration. Doubt, question, clarification, anybody? Okay, good. So this is all about the integration of ServiceNow to ServiceNow. I know it is very basic, but the basic is required because this will give a little bit thought process to be see that how the integration work in the actual world. So currently there's a lot of integrations going on. If you go on, if you check on the LinkedIn, you will find a lot of ready-made documents as well. A lot of people are putting the documents to integrate ServiceNow with other tools. But the fundamental is always remains same, guys. And this is what is the fundamental here. This will remain same across any platform you want to integrate with ServiceNow. Okay, now another thing which is important to be discussed here, which is another topic. In a company, when anybody join, his or her username get created. Manager get map, location get updated. He or she has been added to the required groups. So every company is using a system that is called the AD. Active Directory. Okay. What this mean? This is a kind of a software which is considered as the single source of truth about the user. User name, user group, user role, not even role, user name, user department, user business unit. So whenever anybody join a company, the first record of that user is get created in the Active Directory. And if I'm implementing ServiceNow for my customer and they have 5,000 users, do I need to be create this 5,000 user in ServiceNow manually? No. What we do, we integrate AD to ServiceNow. So how it's work? I'll show you one picture only. LDAP and ServiceNow integration. This LDAP is called lightweight directory application. Something is this called. Okay, this and LDAP integration given by ServiceNow out of the box. If you want to see, you can go here and check it. LDAP. So what this picture is showing, let's discuss about this. This is my ServiceNow instance and this is my LDAP. We integrate LDAP and ServiceNow to get only two details of a user. One is the group, second is the user. If you notice, when you join a new company and your email account get created, if you get chance, I'm not sure that what is the right path for this one. Go to your Outlook. Nowadays it's all online. This Office 365 is there. Earlier we have used a thick client. Okay, open your Outlook. I guess go to settings or somewhere where you can see that how many groups you are part of your organization. So when I was in Pune in Accenture, so I was part of approximately 50 group. Accenture India, Accenture Pune, Accenture SCZ, Accenture this thing, GPW, Accenture Vajra, Accenture Senior SSCs, Accenture Managers Reportees, Accenture that reportees kind of things. Those groups were created in the AD only. Because if tomorrow HR need to be send an email to all the Pune location of 7th floor only, or the building only, from where they will get this information? AD is the single source of truth. So when you move from India to other location for on-site, what gets changed in the background? Your AD account change in the background. Your location get updated, your measure get updated, your reports get updated, your groups get updated. So AD is one single place of source of truth. And we always have to our customer, hey, we better to be get your users and group from the AD itself. To get the data from outside of ServiceNow, in ServiceNow, we know that it is a data source, import set. Okay, it is a data source and the import set. But AD is in the customer environment, right? AD is in the customer environment. Now, will you allow to anybody to enter in your house without permission? Even though Venkat says, Atul, come for a dinner at my place, but still I cannot open the door and enter in his house without his permission. I still have to be knock it or put a doorbell. This thing has been taken care by called the mid server. Managed instrument and distribution, I guess. Mid server is nothing but it is a Java code which we execute or which we installed in the customer premises. Even though Venkat and myself are very good friends, but still if I need to be go or Venkat need to be come in my house, he should knock at least once, only then he should enter it. This is what is this. Customer says, okay, you implement ServiceNow for me, I have no issues, but I cannot give direct access of my AD to ServiceNow. I need something in the between. So this mid server has been installed. ServiceNow send a request which is called ECCQ. और ServiceNow कहता है, what they say, it send to ECCQ boss, go to the LDAP server number Y and get user details for me. It go to the mid server read this information and pass it to the actual LDAP server. Get it from there, give to incident ECCQ come here, put in the data sources, go to the import set, transform map, group and users. By this way, it work. Whenever we do the integration, ServiceNow integration with other third-party tool, we preferably use recommended to use mid server. That is preferably and recommended approach. Mid server is one of the blocker to remove unauthorized access. Agar if you remove this, then ServiceNow can directly interact with the LDAP servers, which can be harmful. Might be my developer put some information which can be wrong, or might be something other unrecorded information. So to do so in ServiceNow, this setup is already there. Go to LDAP. Because we are in the PDI, so now LDAP servers are not given. Earlier it was given. Oh, we have one LDAP server. Nice. Let's say, is it working or not? Okay, looks green. Test connection. No. This server is given by ServiceNow, which is in the active false. Means it is not working for us as of now. Earlier it was working. Oh, sorry, it is not. Now let me test. No. Verify server address and port are correct, and but why it's showing that this thing are accessible? Okay, that is nice. Operational status is false. ये तो काम ही नहीं कर रहा है. And we cannot change it. So in short, we are not able to use this in PDI because of this part. But if you see LDAP server, go to data sources. So we have two data sources, one to get the group, second to get the user. Data sources, I'm talking about the load data reference के purpose reference में बात कर रहा हूं मैं. it has the import set table. It's saying let's test load 20 records. I'm sure it will not work क्योंकि server accessible नहीं है ना. See. तो वो. But if you see, but if I want to tell that this part is given by ServiceNow already. It is already given by ServiceNow. But nowadays, very few customers who are using the AD or LDAP. They're using the Azure AD, cloud-based. For that, we already have a inbuilt box. बस उसमें जाके एड्रेस चेंज करो और काम हो जाता है. ठीक है. So this is about mid server and the LDAP. Clear? Doubt, question, clarification. बताइए, any doubt, any question, clarification guys on this? Okay, good.
Atul sir.
Go ahead, Praveen.
Where we configure a mid server?
Mid server in the client infrastructure only.
Okay.
So there we have to be execute this file, and then we have to be make a connection of ServiceNow and the mid server.
It's a kind of firewall or something else?
नहीं, firewall नहीं है. It is kind of a gatekeeper.
Oh.
Firewall is something in the network area you're talking about, but it is not about the network something. It is something that I don't want to interact directly with the ServiceNow. I want that someone should in my infrastructure only interact with me.
Okay, okay sir.
तो बाहर से information ले आओ और मुझे दे दो. That is what mid server do. But don't allow anybody in my house. ठीक है?
Okay sir.
Now, the last topic is called the task management. Task management is the key in ServiceNow. When I say key means we can create task for records. I want to work on the incident. Let's say there's an incident and I want five teams should work on that incident record or do their analysis. But the problem is that in the incident, I can assign incident only to the one group at a given point of time. तो फिर क्या करें? Then we can use the task management. So we can create a task in incident, in change, in problem, in request as well. How to see this one? Right click, configure related list and search for the incident task. ये वाला and save it. यहाँ नहीं दिख रहा because it has some validation. Might be at least one incident. Sorry, the incident should be in the active state or the in progress state. Only then it will be visible. Mainly the task is used on the two places. Incident we never use task, or we very minimum means out of 1,000 only one time I see that in the incident they're using the task. Tasks are mainly used in change and in the problem management. I'll show you. Here, click on the new. So we can create a task. And this table is getting extended from the task table itself. So if you open this, let's say task.list. देखो ये सारे रिकॉर्ड्स टास्क टेबल से आए हैं. And if you group by the task type, now you can see, because it's too much record, so it's showing. See, we have 92 incident task, problem task, catalog task, content task. कहाँ गए? चेन टास्क नहीं, इसमें चेन टास्क, follow on task, transfer order line task. So whenever you want that multiple teams should work, feedback, knowledge feedback task. Whenever you want that multiple teams should work on a record, but you cannot assign that record to the multiple teams, then we create the task for the different teams. In a change, a server need to be rebooted by the server team, but database backup need to be done by the database team. But I cannot assign this change to both of team at a one point. So what I do, I'll keep this change in my bucket and will create two separate tasks to monitor their progress. And by this way, you can use a task management. If customer says, I need something like this, say yes, we are having this functionality that's called the task. Widely use the task so that it can be improve the user experience and the fulfill experience as well. Like in the catalog, we see SC_task. The same thing we are referring here now. To get a laptop from ordering till the delivery, multiple tasks get created. IT team, configuration team, laptop team, delivery team. So those are the different tasks we created for the different users. Okay. So if you want, you can create the task as per your requirement. And you can assign the task to the different teams to work upon. Now, doubt, question, or clarification. Good. So with this, our course of CSA admin has been completed. All the topics which we want to be discussed, which we agreed on the agenda. Let me bring the agenda in front of you. So everything has been discussed here. Okay. Before I formally close this session, I would like to be say thanks to each one of you, your family, your spouse, your parents, kids specifically, who allow you to take this training course early morning your time, or might be the late evenings in your time, and allow you to be continuing this journey with me for the last 28 days. Hope what I want to be deliver, what I want to be share, you got that part, and now it is on you to be do the practice. If you will not do the practice, you will forget everything. So please keep practicing. That is important. That is required here. And I added you in the alumni group. Going forward, if you have any question, you can use that group for that purpose. And now, the way we start this session, this course, the same way we are going to be end it now. So let's take 10-20 second pause, and thanks to the God who give us the power, word, strength, support, motivation to come daily in this class and to learn something new together. And then finally we close the session. Okay, so anything else from anybody to be said, to be discussed? Okay, let me stop the recording and we'll take a quick attendance now.